I've been waiting for this wind to calm down. Maybe you can hear me in this camera. I'm going to test out a few detectors here, namely a Fisher F75 with boost, Minelab Etrac, a Minelab Equinox, and a Tarsacci MDT 8000. I've got 10 quarters here. Now they're sort of sandwiched there, but they're tilted just a little bit, okay? And I'm going to cut the camera off between each detector to keep this video a little shorter so I can go get them and turn them on, okay? I've got this machine in DE mode, okay? I'll let you see what she does on these quarters, sweeping like that. Now if I tilt this coil so it goes down in it like the sandwich part, it's mixed ID there. Now I'm coming around this other side. You see that screen in that thing right there. That's not too bad of ID. There's a solo quarter, 83, okay? We'll turn this one off. E-track. You're not going to be able to see the screen. I got this old stinking cover on it, but anyway, I'm going to tell you what it's doing. You can listen to it. It's in, here's a solo quarter. Nice high tone, okay? That's about 4 or 5 inches above them quarters. Mixed ID with a 06 for a conductive number. And if I come this way, I get a solid 1206 in the meter, okay? You got the old Equinox here in Park 1. We're going to look at it a little bit more because you can do more with it. Okay, Park 1. If you see that meter there, listen to it. A person using one of these machines in multi-frequency, if you was to hear the machine like it's jammed up, listen to that again. Okay, now I'm going to switch it to single frequency in a moment here. I'm going to come on the other side here. That's a solid 10. Here's a solo quarter. 2930. Okay, we'll go to Park 2. That's about 5 inches over them quarters. Hear how jammed it is? Okay, I'm going to pivot. That's a solid 9. I'm going to come back over here. We're just going to leave it in Park 2. 4 kilohertz. Now listen to this. It's a 38. But a single quarter reached 30. So it's trying to jam the machine. Those quarters being stacked like that, it's trying to jam it. We'll listen to it in 5 kilohertz. A little bit jammed, a little more. Now listen to this. 10 kilohertz. She's jammed up now. 15. Even with coil height. 20 kilohertz. Okay. Okay, here's this old Tarsacci unit. Now I'm having to hold this speaker here so you can hear this thing. 6.4 kilohertz. About a 24-25 in the meter. That solo quarter there reads 21 if I pivot on these quarters. 15 to 19 for an ID. I'm going to change the frequency. I'm going to go all the way up to 18 kilohertz. Hear that? It's about 3 inches over them quarters. Negative ID. Now if I raise the coil a little, I get a little mixed jingle coming in there. Okay, pivot on the quarters. I get about a 9 in the meter, and that's a solo quarter at 18 kilohertz. About 22.